Okay, so this is our third or fourth trip of the year, and what we're doing is this is the last trip before Susan and I take 8 weeks and we spend it out on the road. And this trip is mostly about getting the RV cleaned up. So what I've done is I've gone through all of my bins and pulled out things that I thought I was going to need last year and that we didn't actually end up needing. We've got a bunch of stuff we're going to donate to some of our friends, and we just put a bunch of things to get thrown away. So let me see if I can flip this around. So this is what a cleaned out storage area looks in my RV. Things that I keep open are the Rain-X bug cleaner, because you go through a ton of that. The Hot Shot fuel treatment, because I don't like to leave it in the cab, because when you go into mountains or different pressurized areas, sometimes that will actually, the smell of it will come out, and I almost choked myself to death one time on it. And then I keep some spare oil around in case I start getting low. So those are the things that kind of remain loose. Over here I've got, of course, the Slinky and the levelers and the pop-up. I love my pop-up. We're going to be getting rid of or giving away our Gazelle. We had it last year. We only used it one time, and it's heavy. But we've got the Gazelle with the rain shutters that we're going to be getting rid of. So here are my bins that I have set up. This is electric. Usually in the electric bin, I have all of the things that are up here getting plugged in, along with what it has is an extra cord. It has a dog bone. Interesting fact, on this trip, I'll show that on a different one. What happened is this site only had 15 amp hookup, so it was the first time I've used the dog bone that goes from 15 amps to 30 amps. Let's see. After electric, we've got water. In the water bin, I've got a 50-foot hose in case I ever need it. I've got the hose to fill up the black tank, and then I have a series of spare parts in case I need to do some work. And then I have our filters of 5 microns and 1 micron, so I can run those. The tools that I never thought I'd use and I've used on every single trip. This is one of those bins where I don't know that I'll ever have to use it, but it's there just in case. It's got my jack. It's got Rode just in case we need it the 2 months that we're away from home. It would normally sit at home, but we don't get that lucky. This one is battery-powered leaf blower and drill in case they're needed. This is really just kind of leftover stuff. Some aloe, some soap. We've got ponchos. This is extra stuff for the grill. So these are like the pads that you use to clean the grill off. And last but not least, the Vi-Air was living in the back. I had to use it just about every single trip for the first 6 months, but once I replaced the valve stems on the tires with metal valve stems, I haven't needed it as often, so I'm going to put it back in the storage. We've got a breaker bar here. And what else? Oh, all of the things we'll need to change: tires, some jumper cables. I went ahead and purchased the Noco jumper there, so just in case nobody else is around, I can do that myself. And that's essentially it. So I will now put those away. But one of the reasons I went through this is we probably threw away about 25 pounds or 30 pounds worth of stuff that we didn't need. I had, just as an example, I've got this extra dog bone. I don't know why I had it. It just goes from 30 to 30, which is just kind of ridiculous. I don't know the purpose for it, but I had it and I didn't need it or use it. I've got one of these guys. It's an extra cable tie or cable lock. I use one, but I never needed the second one. So that's going to go away. We got rid of, just like I said, a ton of things that if I didn't touch it last year, I went ahead and got rid of it. And that's basically it for, that's basically it for what we are doing to get shaken out here. Again, this is the last trip before we head out, so we went ahead and cleaned everything out, went through and edited what we had so that we were sure going into the summer trip that we had the least amount of weight inside. And of course we bought more stuff, but I'm just trying to thin out as much as I can. The big things that I changed is I went from the 22-inch Blackstone down to the smaller Blackstone, got rid of the Gazelle, got rid of the inflatable paddleboard, which I was jones to use last year and didn't use one time. So, you know, those kind of big ticket items went away, and then there's the smaller things.